Hey guys, good night everyone. I'm back with yet another video. It's been a while, so yeah, you guys have probably haven't seen me for a while. I've just been busy doing things. So I'm kind of waiting for some people to join in because yeah, I couldn't do the live planning thing because I needed a webcam for that. Anyway, I can't do that on my phone. So thanks for joining in tonight. Just kind of waiting a little bit before I start explaining what I'm about to do. Hey, Max. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Max. That's the Dutch way. Anyway, so yeah, a while ago, or not a while ago, actually, quite recently, someone gave me a very generous gift. And of course, I'm very happy, I'm very grateful with that. And with that, because it was for something I did sort of regarding Belial, I decided to buy something relating to Belial. So what I got from that, I hope you guys can actually see it. It's right here. This is a dragon's blood tree. It's not a tree yet. I mean, it's still it's already coming along. But hey Nina, and hi everyone else who just joined. I'm not seeing everything always, so thanks to all the new people for joining too. Let me see. Yeah, so this is a dragon's blood tree. It comes from the Canary Islands and a few other. I believe it also grows on Madeira and a few other islands in the Atlantic Ocean. And therefore it has a very strong connection to the Atlantean current. And Belial, of course, also. I mean, Belial is an Atlantean king, so that's a lot of background information. Maybe I should be waiting. Yeah, I'm kind of waiting if I should do the ritual right away, but I'm also kind of waiting for my dog to quiet down because he's sitting right there and he's currently making a lot of noise. So I thought I would just explain a little bit while people drop in. So this is the tree that it will grow very big, and you should be able to make dragon's blood incense from the resin. Not sure if it's very. You can already see I don't think it's very visible on camera, but there's already on the bark it's already bleeding little bits. It's already been. It comes from the sap of the tree and then it dries, or the resin, you let the resin dry and you make that into a powder, and then you got dragon's blood incense. So that's what I want to do. I want to dedicate this particular tree to Belial, and then hopefully harvest the resin for incense, but also for pigmentation, because it's a very bright red. As you can see right here, this is a very special. This is for very special type of dragon's blood. But yeah, you can see it's very very high in pigmentation. So yeah, Max, I guess I already answered your question. Hey Scarlett. So that's yeah, I kind of wrote down some sort of small ritual that I want to do, and yeah, going to get started soon. If you guys have any questions or if you want to join in, of course, feel free to do so. The idea is that as I dedicate this tree to Belial, it will become like a vessel, or what is it? A vein. I call it a vein. I wrote down some nice things in, but it's all in Dutch. It will become a vein for the blood of the dragon. There's a whole story behind it. There's different versions of that story, but in most of the versions, what it comes down to is that the dragon was I believe it's ancient Greek or something along those lines. The dragon was guarding a garden, a sacred garden, and there was a fight. In some cases there were elephants, and in other cases it was I believe Hercules, I think, who slayed the dragon. And from its blood sprouted these dragon's blood trees. So that's kind of at least one of the stories behind it. There's another part which I'm not sure if I have that much info, like correct information on it. Meanwhile, I'm just taking like a knife point of this special incense because it's very small, and it's said to be, like, according to legend, or perhaps it's also not sure if it's legend actually, but it's kind of said to be the national tree of Atlantis. It's also the national tree of the Canary Islands, I believe. But all those islands that it grows on, they're all in the Atlantic Ocean, and it's quite unique. It's a unique kind of tree for there. So I'm hoping that this will also bring that current here, and help me increase the connections to the Atlantean current. And like I said, of course, Belial is very much connected to that too. Also, I'm sorry, I suck at multitasking, so I will get back to you guys after I'm done with this ritual. I hope it's visible. I thought I put the camera in the correct position, but then I had to move some things, so let me see if I could just move just a little bit. That's cool, Nina. You're lighting him some incense too. Yeah, definitely. If you feel like joining into this, feel free to do it. Do something on your side if you want to. Raising the vibes, bringing back Atlantis one way or another. It's not. Oh, that's a whole different. I can make like a whole different video on that. But it's definitely more than just. It's not really a sunken continent. There's more to it. It's more like, the way I see it. It's an empire, and it's not really about bringing back a continent. It's more like bringing back the Atlantean influence on Earth, or increasing it at least, so that certain beings that were, I wouldn't say cast out, but yeah, let's keep it to increasing the Atlantean influence. So, um, I'm going to get started. First off, I have to take my notes. If you hear me saying words, it's probably in Dutch. I'm very sorry for that because well, Dutch is my it's of course my mother tongue, so it comes more natural to me as I always speak to spirits in Dutch. So, and they talk to me in Dutch, so yeah, having to translate stuff, I might translate things later. So, I will start with the cleaning. Yeah, I need to start with the cleaning. Because this little tree over here had a long journey. It's far away from home, of course. So I will just make sure it's clean and clear, and I will invite Belial over for that. I got his sigil right here. I'm going to invite him right now. If you hear any background noises, that's my dog. Sorry for that. Alright. Just trying to move this so that it's most visible. Should have put this on some sort of thing, but yeah. I have to look every once in a while so that I don't let anything catch fire. Right. There was a whole lot happening there. Wow. I think what I just did was I cleaned the earth. I didn't expect on doing that, but I was following Belial's guidance. Um, the soil was cleaned, the roots were cleaned, I believe, and I saw kind of like it was the soul of the plant, like it was like an energetic version of this plant, and it got. I'd almost say it got reconnected to the Earth's core, and it went spinning around a few times, and some things happened, and it came back. So this is now the cleaned, pure soul of the plant, of the dragon's blood tree. So the next step, what I'll be doing after cleaning, is I will ask for this tree to be connected to the dragon with respect for free will, to be connected to the dragon and become. Yeah, I need to correct that. I'm asking for this tree with respect for free will to be connected to Belial and be connected to the dragon, and for it to become a vein or a vessel for the dragon's blood. And the answer to that is yes. So I am now also asking if I may use this dragon's blood for myself sometimes in return for a drop of my own blood, with regards for free will. And the answer is yes. And if I may, in return for taking care of it, physical care, if I may if I may profit of its presence here. And the answer to that is yes. I already went through these steps a little bit beforehand, so that's why this goes quicker. So may Belial use this tree with regards to free will. Use it as well to his insight. And the answer to that is yes. So Belial, I am giving you this tree right now, and in return I ask that you will help take care of it, help make sure that it will have a fruitful life, and help it reach its maximum potential, and take good care of it. I will now put some of my blood on his sigil. I feel we're not entirely done yet, so just doing these things here. may be some more to this, like that I'm not currently not very aware of yet, that will still like come to light. And I promise I will check back the chat room when I'm done. See, this is my blood for Belial. As you can see here. Part of the reason I don't really do these types of rituals live usually, but I feel like doing this way right now, partially, yeah, because I might be giving away, or perhaps in the future if all goes well, yeah, if I'm able to harvest the incense, it might not be just for myself. I might want to share in that with other people, and I think it's important that people see that I did this process of dedication to Belial, and it's not just going to be just some tree. It will be. Oh, it's going through an initiation right now. That's basically what it's doing. That's what happened. I'm initiating the tree, it seems. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So, here you go, Belial sigil. And I'm planting it right here. Here it is. In the soil. There. It's in the soil. Which is also very much a thing for Belial. I mean, he's the Lord of the earth, the Lord of the soil. So, let me see. Hey, D.A. Thorne, Arnett Taylor, Corbin Owens, Alpha Draconian Lee, Michael Williams, Dan T. Middleton. Who else? Elias. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing so many names. Absurot. And Octavio. If I missed anyone, there's a few people I really don't know how to pronounce their names. I'm not even gonna try like that. That's gonna be a major mess up. But thanks for joining in anyway. I hope you guys are still enjoying this. I'm guessing a lot of things. Maybe it's kind of not for everyone. I don't know. So, next part. I'm going to feed the tree some of my own blood. Hopefully I can make it bleed a little. Oh, there it is. I'm going to like put it on the roots. I think for those who are interested in the Atlantean current or interested in working with Belial, you might let's just say you might have just had a chance to pick up on some things. I'm not exactly sure. There was like when I was doing the cleaning, I was joined by a king, and I think it was King Belial in his Atlantean form. He's an Atlantean king after all. It might, and I think it might just help if you're watching, if you feel like tuning into that current, it might help to I don't know, like just sort of tap in, because there's a lot of that going on right now. I even got, well, some of you know, um, I think, or I'm convinced that Belial and Poseidon are the same. Um, I don't call them the same beings, but they are different faces of the same core being, the same higher self. So there you go, nice bit of blood here. And that's another strong link to Atlantis, of course. And both are lords of the earth. So I'm actually wearing my Neptune my Neptune Poseidon necklace as well. And Friday is usually kind of the day that I work with Poseidon, so it makes a lot of sense that you might be shifting into that, or back and forth, kind of. I definitely think Belial is in his Atlantean form, which is the slightly more human, I think. He was probably incarnated there as a human, sort of. And the dragon, well, to some, in a sense, this is the dragon, right here. The tree is the dragon. So, yeah, I have now officially dedicated this dragon to Belial. I'm not entirely done yet. I'm done with the physical part, I think, almost. So, I made a promise for every time that I'm going to harvest some resin. Every time I'm going to harvest the dragon's blood, I will feed it some of my own blood as well. And that only seems fair. Blood for blood, right? And I think the reason it had to be cleared and purified is, I'm getting that right now. I'm going, like, this is on the go, like, very much intuitive. I'm receiving the things that I'm saying are things that part of it I'm receiving just right now, as Belial's right here. So, yeah, I think the reason for the clearing was that it had to make way for. It's like cleaning the veins so that the symbolic or energetic blood of the dragon can flow through, have the space to flow into the plant. And it can truly become a clear vessel or vein. I prefer to call it a vein. And some other cool things I learned today is that these trees grow very, very big, and they will soon have various, like, this is just one, what you call that? Well, they call these the heads of the dragons. The heads of the dragon. So what I have here is one head of the dragon, but as it grows older, it will grow more and more and more. So it will be like 1,000-headed dragon. That's what it's supposed to become. And then you see the roots. There are roots that are sticking out from the surface. It's supposed to be like that. They call that the beard of the dragon. So that's pretty cool. As you can see, it has my blood on it now, on the bark. It's mixed with the dragon's blood itself. I'm going to continue the ritual soon, or the energetic part of this. And we have a very quick look. Ah, nice, you got some dragon's blood burning. That's cool. Yeah, that's definitely one of the best offerings for Belial. Always blood. Blood and dragon's blood. Hey Tila. So yeah, when I'm done, you can definitely like just have a little bit of a chat if you guys feel like asking or talking. I don't know, anything Belial related or related to Atlantis or Poseidon. Just go ahead, ask. He's here anyway. I'm pretty sure he doesn't mind. Just sharing energies and whatever else may come up. Feel like adding a little more incense. This is actually a different type of dragon's blood incense. It's from an island that's grows just. Well, there's a specific dragon's blood tree that grows on only one island and it's heavily protected. So this is very valuable. That's why I'm only using such a very small amount like that. It's very it's called the Cinnabari dragon's blood. And it's just a different string. This is called a Dracaena, I think in English, Dracaena Draco. And that one is of the Cinnabari Draco. Thank you, Tila. That's very nice, Jay Garcia. Yeah, always nice to meet fellow artists, for sure. Tila, sometimes these things work the other way around too. Maybe you have, if you say you have an obsession with mermaids, it might be because you have a connection to Atlantis. There's many Atlanteans that are now incarnating to help pull forth the Atlantean Empire. So you might just have. It might be memories. It could be anything. Some of us have incarnated there. Others have other sorts of ties. So, who knows? I'm just going to get back in my meditation. See if Belial wants to do anything more. I felt like we weren't really done yet. So probably for some reason I thought Belial would be the dragon. And maybe he is, but I also think maybe he wants to link it to a dragon of his choice. And I would like to allow him or to assist him in that. And give him space to do that. Or maybe I'm the one who should do the linking. I'm gonna do that. Did you guys see that? I just got a jolt. Yeah, I'm laughing because I was asking if I need to do something, and he says, "Oh, you better take care. You just look good on the picture." Yeah, sorry. I'm seeing protection being built now. It's interesting. I'm seeing like a grown-up version of this tree, and I see the dragon is. Belial did choose a dragon, and it's taking its place, basically building. There's so many things going through now. Like it's like he's putting a lot of different things into it. I see him like guiding. He's guiding all sorts of beings like into it. Like it's becoming. I think it's becoming a portal or something. This is where trust comes in. That I really like. I trust Belial to know what can and what cannot be entered here. Like, yeah. Well, he says that they're building a party now. Alright, it's done. Yeah. Well, thank you, Belial, for guiding and for everything else. Thank you, everyone else who helped out. So, sorry, my eyes are a bit watery. That's usually what happens when I close them for a long time. So, yeah, this is what's this is it. It's done. This is officially Belial's tree right now, and I believe a lot of other beings just. It's almost like, yeah, maybe he didn't say. Maybe they weren't actually entering it, but it's more like. It felt like an initiation. He said it's a party, like party time. Um, it's almost like a housewarming. Like they were. It felt very festive. We're very happy. Like a lot of beings were very happy to. And I don't even know what it was. I just saw a lot of forms and things entering. And as the symbolic, I'm not even sure if it's a real dragon or a symbolic dragon, but as the symbolic, or as the dragon of Belial's choice had built its nest, it was sort of declared, I think it was declared open at, like, ready at that point. And it's like, sometimes when events happen, there will be other beings, other spirits that come to witness the event. They can come to congratulate the being that is going through the process, or just to witness it, enjoy the energies. So I think that's kind of what was going on. I don't think all those entities that I saw, I don't think all of them actually entered the tree. I think they were just sort of happy spectators, maybe. But who knows? We'll see. Belial also knows I keep a very tight door policy here, so I trust that he's not letting any spirits in that I don't want near me. It's probably also good that this tree is not going to be near my bed. So, hey Abigail, hi Laura. Good night, Hila. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm done with the ritual, I think. I did ask for Belial to correct any mistakes because I might. I mean, I've never done this before. I mean, yeah, that's. that's some. I think this might be something I might get back to later. See, like, might be having some weird dreams tonight or in the upcoming weeks. Uh, but yeah, I hope to be making some very special incenses and um, pigments, paints, ink with this. Hey Max, you're still here? Hey Chelsea. So, yeah, if you guys have anything to say or any questions, I wonder what you, if people picked up on what was going on. Usually, I don't talk during meditations. I don't talk out loud, so I'm not used to that. But I felt like explaining a few things, like why I was laughing, for instance. Yeah, the virus. I don't know. I'm trying to not to bring that in here tonight because this is not. This is about something else. So I deliberately. I'm trying to ignore it a little bit. It's yeah. All the fear mongering is definitely not good. Would not have been the correct vibe for here right now. So yeah. I mean, spirits are always active here, kind of. Um, oh, so if you guys got anything to say, to add, questions whatsoever, just feel free to do that. And I really hope. Yeah, I really wonder if it's going to be different, like how different it's going to feel to be harvesting incense from the dragon's blood for Belial, basically. And otherwise, hey Jeff. Otherwise, if there's no other comments or questions, I'll just call it a night soon. It's morning here, almost. But yeah, I definitely hope everyone is, staying safe. But yeah, that virus is a thing. But like I've said a few times before, it's dangerous, but it's not the zombie apocalypse either. So yeah, you gotta take care, but being panicking doesn't help, and it certainly doesn't help to give in to the fear porn, because that's it. It all it really does is keep your vibrations low, and with the lower vibrations, it becomes harder for the higher vibrational beings to make contact and to eventually enter this place. And yeah, you might just it sounds cheesy, but it's probably best not to give in to irrational fears or unnecessary fears, and they might just be one of the many mechanisms. I mean, this whole virus might be, or the media around it might be just another mechanism to keep you down. So yeah, keep that in mind, and so don't panic, but also don't do anything stupid. Don't go licking like toilet seats or stuff like that. There's always like the road in between. At least that's what I try to do. So with all that said, I didn't really want to make this about yet another coronavirus thingy, so yet I did for some reason. Yeah. But Yeah, let's just keep the Atlantean vibes high or something. So, um, yeah, I think I'm gonna log off soon. Ah, you're still here, Abigail. Yeah, yeah. If there's anything else you guys want to discuss, feel free. Um, I'll just wait a few seconds then, because the chat is a little. There's always a bit of a lag with the chat, so feel free to bring something up if you want. We can talk Belial, we can talk Poseidon, Atlantis. Just trying to avoid the virus subject. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but the title is about. Yeah, the video is about Belial, so and about the dragon's blood tree. So, yeah. Ah, you had something, but you lost it. Maybe I can help you. Not sure when you had it in mind. I'll just wait a few seconds. You don't like the sea, but well, Belial is a god of the sea, in a way. That's why I got the seashell from him, right here. You know, the thing with Belial and Poseidon is that they're both of the sea and of the earth. So Poseidon is married. Poseidon's name literally means husband of the earth, and before he became a god of the sea, he was assigned to the earth. So it's the same as Belial. He is the lord of the earth, but he's also connected to water. Yeah, you were calling my name. Okay. Well, of course I'm gonna look because it's in the camera. I mean, the camera's over there. So, but yeah. If you don't like the sea, well, Atlantis actually, I mean, all Atlantis really has to do with the sea is that in myth, according to myth, it sunk. But other than that, if it was a continent, it was land. So, of course, it was, yeah, it was a continent. But at the same time, I don't believe it was very much of a physical. Maybe it used to be, but it doesn't have much to do with just the Earth Empire. I mean, just the Earth continent. It's a galactic empire that spans way, like it's much bigger than just a tiny thing on Earth, a tiny continent. It's Earth was a colony, and there are many other planets involved. That's how I see it. So yeah, like I said in the beginning, it's not really much about raising some island back from the sea. It's about I think the sinking has to do with the dropping of vibrations when the crystal grid, the true light, when the true light got destroyed and got replaced by the false light. That's when the vibrations dropped from like 4D, like to I think there's even like 7 dimensions, to 3D, which is where we are, and we're moving upwards. But I think the sinking, as well as also the whole thing with fallen angels, things like that, all those stories, I think they are linked to the destruction of of the crystal grid and the destruction of Atlantis, or the Atlantean colony on Earth. As the sinking and the falling, it has to do with the dropping of um, the vibrations of the frequency, and it's generally society going down, like going back to lower needs, lower cravings, and things like that. And yeah, that's a whole other story. I'm kind of getting off topic. Should be a whole new. I've made several videos on that too. But yeah, there are certain beings that thrive on that. That do well in those conditions. But it also means that those that are of a higher frequency, like like spirits, for instance, Earth has become a too low place for them to fully reach. So yeah, by not giving into these lower emotions such as fear, also like anger and things like that, and you help raise the vibrations by not anchoring yourself each time, and you make it so that while we all rise up, this earth becomes a place once again where higher spirits can also enter and be here and have so that this environment will support their presence more than it does now, and that would be great, basically. So yeah, we will be in the wild, or maybe not. Maybe it's going to be exactly like yeah, we'll see where it goes. I mean, Atlantis has very advanced technology, but it's also about how you use that, why you use it. So we'll see where it goes, but I believe even just working with these spirits and helping their presence here, having them here already has an area effect. So if Belial enters this room, the vibrations of this room will already be influenced by his presence, and it will rise. And that way, bit by bit, just tiny bit by bit, we are all helping the energy of the entire planet rise up slowly. It's baby steps, but it's something. So, yeah. That's got a bit off topic there. Yeah, I tend to talk a lot, so I think I'm just gonna log off for now because it's very late and the sun is starting to come up. I'm hearing the birds in the background here. So thanks everyone for joining in. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, you have experience with the Atlantean current too. Yeah, that's cool. For me, it's something I need to kind of get off my ass and do it. There's so many theories, so many things I want to work out further with the Atlantean kings and the demonic kings. I believe they are the same. For instance, as there are several. I mean, even Azazel. I believe Azazel to be an Atlantean king too. Makes it also like I said, the fallen angels. Yeah, probably sort of a similar, different version to the similar story. of the sinking of Atlantis. So, but yeah, I'm definitely going to log off for now because it's very late. So thanks everyone, and hope to see you guys soon. Good night.